Usha Sardesai is a woman of substance, and she's the founder of this organization, Prayatna. It's her own efforts, her prayatna, her devotion and dedication that has shaped this organization. She's an artist who gives a magical touch to anything that is discarded, an artist with great sense of aesthetics to her works, a passionate social worker who throughout her life has worked for the marginalized and cause of women, and who firmly believes that economic upliftment is the only way to inclusive growth of the society. She has been a pillar of strength to her husband, Shri Vijay Sardesai, and she in her own way has been a silent supporter, working beyond her own passions, hobbies, likes and dislikes for the betterment of less privileged. Always bubbly with an ever-smiling smile, ever-smiling face, she is forever striving to look for new ideas and innovations to make things work for her organization. And today, Usha, being what she is, couldn't have found a better day to celebrate her birthday for a cause that's dearest to her heart. On to you, Usha. Kindly address the gathering.
Everyone, Chief Guest Ms. Valusha D'Souza, Guest of Honors Chef Ranjit Pandey, Chef Balaji, Chef Sarita Chauhan, Vijay Sardesai, and my friend Preeti Marcus, and all of you present here. And as a founder, extend a very warm welcome to you all, and thank you for being here in support of homework. I think I should speak in Konkani. Because Konkani being the official language of Goa, so I will switch over to it so that we shouldn't feel that we don't belong to Goa when we speak only in the different language. So, आज तुमचे मुखार हांव म्हणटा आज थँक्यू की तुमी आमी दिल्ले invitation, although it was not personally, पण तुम्ही आयले हांगा म्हणून हांव thank you for the support you all have shown me. आणि आज हांव म्हजी ही स्टोरी लायक होमवर्क कशें स्टार्ट जालो ते सांगता. But this all started, I can't forget the main support from my daughter Urvi. कित्याक जेन्ना हांवें स्टार्ट सगळें करचें आशिल्लें तेन्ना फर्स्ट थिंग ताणें म्हाका एकूच क्वेश्चन विचारलें की हें तूं सगळें करता ताजे खातीर फक्त एक पॉलिटिकल रिजनाक लागून करता जाल्यार आय नीड यू. जर तूं तें खरेंच लोकांक खरेंच हे बायलांक हेल्प करपाक करता तांकां वयर काडून करता जाल्यार गो हेड, आय वील बी इंडिपेंडंट, आय वील स्टडी ऑन माय ओन. बिकॉज ती ताजी एज अशी आशिल्ली की म्हाका खंयची आवय चलये बरोबर रावता पूण म्हजी ताजे एजीक हांवें ताजे बरोबर चड नाशिल्लें. आय वॉज वीथ द वुमेन म्हणल्यार जी होम मेकर आमची फातोर्डाची आसात तांचे बरोबर हांवें तांकां चड टायम दिलो देन माय डॉटर. सो आय शूड बी ग्रेटफूल टू हर बिकॉज खंयचेच भुरगे ते एजीचेर आपल्या आवय सोडपाक हांगा आतां बायलो म्हणटा तेन्ना आमी बायलां मदीं गेलीं तेन्ना हांवें एक पयलें गेल्लें हांव विजयाक सपोर्ट करतलें. There was both selfish and the passion and the emotion behind it. Because being an empath, I feel ki kakut dista maka rokdi, and I go out of way to help because not to show off anything, but maka bitarlan dista ki jenna mhaje kaden jata tenna when I have समथिंग देर शूड बी अ बॅलन्स. जे म्हाका आसा ते थोडे तरी शेअर करतकर इट ऑलवेज कम बॅक इन अबांडन्स. सो हे म्हजो प्रिंसिपल लायफाचो की तूं जर जावं तुजे कडेन आसा जाल्यार तुवें सदांच शेअर करूंक जाय म्हणपाचो. सो जेन्ना हांव तशें गेलें तेन्ना हांवें पळयलें की सगळ्या बायलांक आपापले प्रॉब्लम्स असतात. आमी बायलांक जशें दिसता तशें कांय आसना. सो जेन्ना आमी म्हणटात मोग आसा, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आसा, सगळी आसा, बट तातूंत भितर झुजपाची जी ताकद आसा ती फक्त बायले कडेन आसा. खंयचेय परिस्थितीन बायल वयर कशी ना कशी येवंक शकता. सो ते खातीर हांवें म्हणलें की हांव पयलीं गेलें हांव जेन्ना तांचे मदीं तेन्ना फर्स्ट थिंग म्हाका खूब आयकुचें पडलें की आमचे गोंयांत अशें जाल्लें आसा की हर बायलेक फक्त इलेक्शन्स येता तेन्ना यूज केल्लीं आसतात. आनी तांकां जेन्ना हांव तांचे मेरेन पावलें दे फेल्ट दॅट ओके हे आय लायक प्लॉय असो की पॉलिटिकलूच कितें तरी नवी एक स्कीम कशी घेवन आयल्या आसतली. पयलीं बायलांक मातशी उलयली आनी मागीर जशें इलेक्शन जालें गेली. बट हांवें इलेक्शनाक स्टार्ट करूनचें इट वॉज मच बिफोर आय हॅड स्टार्टेड. पूण जेन्ना तांकां खरी हांवें जेन्ना खरें हें सांगलें म्हजें पॅशन अबावट की हांव कितें करूंक सोदतां तेन्ना तांकां स्लोली दे वर कन्विन्स्ड. आनी मागीर हांवें तांकां ट्रेनींग दिलें, खूब कितें केलें. बट निमाणें सगळें ट्रेनींग दिलें, सगळें जालें, कोर्सीस मेळटात, सगळें मेळटा म्हूण करतात. बट ताजे पसून जोडप कशें हें ते ट्रेनींग दिलें ताजो यूज कितें जातलो हो केन्ना कोण चिंतनात. आतां आमकां दिसता की गव्हर्मेंटाचे स्किम्स आसात, कोर्सीस दितात आनी तांकां दितात आनी मागीर कांय नासता. सो हे कोर्सीस हाव वूड इट टर्न इन टू फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट. हाजेर हांवें जेन्ना बरो अभ्यास केलो तेन्ना म्हाका कळ्ळें की हांव सगळ्यांच्या घरांनी एज इट इज सदांच तांगेर वचून कितें खावपी. सो एक घरान जेन्ना गेलें तेन्ना तांकां तांची इतलें टेस्टी जेवण, हांव व्हडलें फुडी न्ही बट कोणागेर गेली म्हणटकीर ती बाबडी दिताली म्हाका हें खावंक. म्हळ्यार तांचो जो टॅलंट आसा तो म्हणल्यार तुमी हातून कित्याक करनात, करून करून तांकां FDA हातून तातून व्हरून आय गेव देम द ट्रेनींग म्हणल्यार कशें हें करप तें. आनी वी स्टार्टेड वीथ होमवर्क मसाला. कित्याक एक बायलेचें जें स्ट्रेंथ आसता तें किचन आसता. सो आमी तें किचनूच जेन्ना फायनान्शियल सपोर्ट जावंक शकता तेन्ना वायट कांट वी गो अहेड वीथ इट. अशें करून हांवें हें सगळें स्लोली स्टार्ट केलें. बट आतां म्हाका दिसता एक टायम असो आयला की आमी मसाले करतात ते तितले पुरतेच न्ही, ते भायर वचपाक जाय, लोकां मेरेन पावपाक जाय. पूण ते कशें पावप. सो ही एक आयडिया अशीच माय मॅनिफेस्टेशन. कितले म्हटल्यार एक 6-7 म्हयने पयलीं म्हाका फक्त एक विचार असो येतालो आमचे मसाले कोणा मेरेन कशे. सो वेन वी टॉक अबाउट मॅनिफेस्टेशन आमी खूब आतां आयकतात, रिलां येतात इन्स्टाचेर न्ही की मॅनिफेस्टेशनाचेर. बट वॉट इज मॅनिफेस्टेशन. तूं हर टायम एकूच थॉट न्हिदता उठता बसता हें म्हाका करूंक जाय, हें म्हाका करूंक जाय. बट इन माय केस इट इज नॉट म्हाका करूंक जाय, म्हाका लोकां खातीर कितें करूंक जाय, लोकां खातीर कितें करूंक जाय, ते बायलांक कसो सपोर्ट दिवंक जाय. हो थॉट म्हजो मंत्र जावन पडलो. आनी वन फायन डे हांवें म्हणलें ना हें जातलें आतां म्हजें. आनी हें आज तुमकां लागून हांगा हें जाल्लें आसा. सो म्हाका दिसता की तुमी जे पळोवंक आयले इट इज नॉट जस्ट अ फंक्शन ऑर म्हजो बर्थडे तशें न्ही. हें एक म्हजो एक भितरल्यान एक जी कळकळीची तुमकां एक म्हणल्यार विनंती आसा की हे बायलांक हे हर एक बायलेन एक जर मसालो तांचो घेतलो इट इज युअर कंट्रिब्युशन टू द सोसायटी. बिकॉज इट इज जस्ट अ गिव अँड टेक. तुमी हांव तुमकां म्हणना तुमकां डोनेशन दिया म्हणून. आय हॅव नॉट ऑर्गनायज दीस थिंग फॉर डोनेशन नथींग. एक बायलेन जर घरचे तांचो जर मसालो घेतलो, तुम्ही जर लोकां मदीं वचून सांगले की हो मसालो असो आसा, बिकॉज दीस इज अ सोशल एंटरप्रायज. हांव सांगता ही कमर्शियल अशी न्ही. हांगा सोशल आमी हरशीं सगळे लोक जग फक्त आपले फायदो व्हडले व्हडले बिझनेसमॅन आपले पळयतात. हांगा जर म्हजो एकूच एम आसा की आमी हर एक बायलेक ब्रेड विनर करपाची. म्हळ्यार आपले एक जर बायलेक इवन जर म्हयन्याक 1000 ताणी जर जोडलो आपल्या कश्टान, तो तांकां व्हड आसता. कित्याक तांची फॅमिली खूब अशी आसता की एक बायल जर फायनान्शियली स्ट्रॉंग जाली, तिच्यान हर कितें झुजपाक जाता. लायक डोमेस्टीक वायलन्स आसता, हें आसता, ते चड कित्याक सहन करतात की तांच्या हातान कांय आसना म्हणून. जेन्ना तांचे हातान जर 4 रुपया हातान जर तांच्या आसा तांची सिक्युरिटी म्हणून, दे कॅन फेस द वर्ल्ड विथ सारको विगर आनी वेलर. सो म्हणून हांव तुमचे कडेन मागता की तुमी जे आज हांगा आयल्यात तांचे मसाले टेस्ट करात, तांणी जे रांदून हाडला ते टेस्ट करात. आनीक जर तुमकां दिसता की त्या मसालेचे बरें जालां जेवण, जर तांचे कडच्यान की तुमी तांकां एडवायस दिवंक शकता, ती तांकां सजेशन दिवंक शकता, ती तांणी तुमी दिवची. तांचे मसाले टेस्ट करचे, तांणी रांदला तें सांगचें आनी आमची फीडबॅक या जाता थंय सांगचें. वी आर ऑलवेज ओपन फॉर इम्प्रुवमेंट. कित्याक लोक जर आमकां इम्प्रुवमेंटाचें कांय सांगना जाल्यार आमी इम्प्रूव करची ना. आनी म्हाका दिसता म्हजी एक आतां व्हडली एम आसा, ती फुलफील जातली टू गो ग्लोबली ऑल्सो, आनी एक दीस जातली. आनी म्हाका अशेंय दिसता की जें आज हांव हें करतां तें सगळें तुमचे होल गोंया मेरेन हो ब्रँड पावतलो. आनी हो ब्रँड पावोवपाक म्हाका तुमचो आदार लागतलो. ते खातीर हांव तुमकां सांगता थँक्यू फॉर सपोर्टींग. आनी असो आमकां सदांच तुमचो सपोर्ट दाखय. नॉट ओन्ली कमिंग हियर, पूण सदां आमचे मसाले होमवर्क जो ब्रँड आमी तयार केला तो तुमी प्लीज घेवचो आनी सगळ्या मेरेन पावोवचो बाय वर्ड ऑफ माउथ. थँक्यू. आनी आमचे मसाले टेस्ट करा. थँक्यू.
Thank you, Usha. I think these words came straight from her heart. And as she has rightly said, this is a social enterprise and we require contribution of each one of us present over here to build it.
Good evening, everybody, and a very, very happy birthday, Usha. It's been a long time that Usha and me are good friends, and more than friends, we are like soulmates, as she calls me. Honored to be here. And I'm so happy to see her today advancing and doing so many things in her life. She's been a real inspiration to many of the ladies here in this, not only in Goa, as she doesn't know much about, but even in my friend circle, she is one of the best person that my friends talk about a lot. Very happy what she's doing. And I don't know much about it, but yes, it's a big honor to be a woman myself, and to see to it that these ladies of Fatorda are doing so well. And I really wish more other ladies of this Fatorda as well as all of Goa and other places also in India that they should come and do this and be on their own. And the kind of work they are doing is commendable, and I really, really appreciate that. And thank you so much for inviting me and inviting these ladies and taking care of them. And I wish all the best to Usha. Though I'm not supposed to say anything, but I don't know what to say, so it's all that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preeti. Chef Balaji Srinivasan. He's got 25 years of experience in his field, worked with Oberoi's, Hyatt, Hilton and Taj Group of Hotels, and for the last 5 years he's been in Goa. May I request Chef Balaji Srinivasan to kindly address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. Well, it's been, I can just say one thing, that when I met Ma'am for the first time, which was about 2 years back, that's when I was introduced to these spices. And, you know, when you're in Goa, you obviously want to take Goan food to a different level. Oh, sorry. So you really want to take Goan food to a different level. And when I say to a different level, I mean that you want Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Sure, I'm going to re-say what I said. So it's been about 2 years that I got introduced to these spices, and it's great. It's very easy to use, and the most important thing is, we are in Goa. We, as chefs, it's very important for us to enhance the Goan culinary, the cuisine, bring it onto a stage, because what happens is when you come to Goa, the one thing that people think about Goan food is they just think about a Goan fish curry, they think about just 1 or 2 dishes. But there were a lot of spices that ma'am introduced, and we've had a lot of meetings. We've had meetings when how can we develop the spices further, how can we bring it out to the palate, how can you introduce Goan food to basically the dishes that people don't really know about, So it was great working with ma'am, and even now we're still working together on a couple of things, and it not only makes it a little easier for the chef, but to be very honest, it makes it very consistent. It keeps it simple. It helps us to automize our kitchen. And when I use the word automize in the sense, it helps a lot of consistency. It brings out the same taste at every single time. And it's very easy for us to even train our chefs, to do it. Because, today in this fast-paced industry that we work in big hotels, what happens is the turnover is so fast. People change for a few, rupees here and there. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for bringing it up to us. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of innovation. It's been a lot of simplification, and it's really helped us. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shri Balaji Srinivasan, for your valuable inputs. Mrs. Sarita Chauhan. She started her catering company and her journey in 1994, and against all odds, she has carved a name for herself. She doesn't have any formal degree in her field, but yet she's a name to reckon with. Today, she has been invited all over the country as well as abroad to give self-help talks, kitchen management for housewife, working women, cooks for banquets in star hotels, runs her own catering company, and she has won the Most Enterprising Women Entrepreneur Award from an international organization and is role model to many. Doesn't it sound like a fairy tale? But that's the story of Mrs. Sarita Chauhan. This was possible only because of consistency, dedication, and hard work. Again, her prayatna. And also because of household management in an extraordinary manner. She has won many awards, but what's close to her heart is Yashodamini Award, which was bestowed upon her by Goa government for her extraordinary contribution to society as well as for being a role model for Goan women, and that's Sarita. One thing I would like to particularly make a mention over here is she cooks today for about 1,000 Kargil armed forces, free of cost. She actually transports all the material from Goa and she goes to Kargil on Vijay Divas since 2016 as a tribute to our Shahid Jawans. We are proud of you, Sarita, and please kindly come forward to address the gathering.
Good evening, dignitaries on the days and off the days. आम्ही कोंकणीन उलोवपाक प्रयत्न करता कितें चुकलें जाल्यार माफ करात. Actually from 2014 आसान हांव ऑल ओव्हर इंडिया गोवन फूड फेस्टिवला लागून वता आनी जेन्ना होमवर्क मसाले येवपाक लागले तेन्नाच्यान हांव ते मसाले व्हरता आनी फ्युजन ऑफ कॅथलीक दैवज्ञ ब्राह्मण and Saraswat cuisine असो मेन्यू करून हांव प्रेझेंट करता in 5-star hotels and it has very good feedback and I'm so happy to take all the time different masalas. First I was taking dry masalas. Now those wet masalas also have become very reasonable for me to take it ready made and then just train those chefs there who help me. But I'll be happy this time. It is 25th year of Kargil Vijay Divas, and it is going to be grand. So I would love to take some of the ladies along with me to cook for our armed forces as a tribute from Homework ladies.
Thank you, Sarita, and thank you for your contribution to our brand. Chef Ranjit Pandey, President of Culinary Forum of Goa, Vice President of Fisherman's Wharf and Holiday Inn. He is an MBA in Finance and graduate in Hotel Management. He has won prestigious awards for culinary leadership at IFCA International Mint and part of core team for twice Guinness World Record. May I request you, sir, to kindly come forward and address the gathering.
Thank you, ma'am, for introducing me. I would like to just introduce my organization, a little bit of Culinary Forum of Goa, what we work for and what we are. We are a non-profit making organization which we work for the development of culinary field and the budding chefs. At the same time, we take care of each and every aspect of the culinary, whether it's like homemade masalas by the ladies who are starting. It's a very noble cause which they have started. And definitely we would support such cause because we are similar non-profit making organization and we always want the people to come up and develop our cuisine. Having said that, our organization is affiliated with IFCA, which is the only organization which is recognized by the World Chef Societies. So by having a membership of Culinary Forum of Goa, we automatically becomes the member of World Chef Societies. And all over the world, we take care of the causes wherever the culinary field we need a support. Coming to the Goa, I am staying in Goa and working in Goa from last 25 years. And I have been traveling across country, abroad, and we are setting up the Goan restaurant. And we believe that any part of the world you go, people may not understand what is the cuisine of different part of the country, but they know Goa. And Goa has been the #1 destination in India. And when I travel to North India, when I speak to my friends, everyone says, oh, Goa. Means Goa has a special heart for everyone. They believe that Goa is something very special. And the cuisine, the people come here to travel all across to enjoy the Goan cuisine. And at times it becomes very challenging to serve the Goan cuisine in different parts of the countries where the raw materials are not available. And this is one of the best opportunity, ma'am. I feel that we can take the Goan masalas all across the country. Now we want people to train different part of India to feel this our Goan cuisine. But the challenge is training the people there. And the best thing to take it across is through the masalas. Because masala being the essence of any cuisine, you take the masalas, ready-made masalas, and train the people in any part of India or abroad. And I'm sure that this noble cause is going to take our Goan culture and heritage across everywhere and globally. So thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I'm sure that this noble cause which we have started will go to a very different level, a very great level in the country. And you will not be surprised in any corner of the India. After 5 years, you will see your masalas. We want everyone who has been here to help us in understanding the masalas. So what we have done, we have made a feedback form. So please fill up the feedback form. It's very simple. It's the masalas are there, which you are going to have it tonight, the food. We want to understand that whether you find the essence of any masala is the aroma. Whether you feel like when you, if chicken shakuti is prepared in a house, the moment you enter the room, you can feel that the aroma of the shakuti gravy. So same thing, we want you to understand that how is the masalas when you are eating it, are you feeling the taste, how is the taste, any improvement required, because your feedbacks are very important. Based on your feedbacks, we will be looking to improve these masalas and making it convenient the way to take it across India. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable advice and contribution, and I do hope you will keep your support to the organization. Now I request Shri Vijay Sardesai to kindly address the gathering. I don't think he needs any introduction, and he will hopefully speak in Konkani.
हांगा हाजीर आशिल्ले बॉलिवूड स्टार आमची गोंयकार बाय बालुशा डिसोजा, हांगा हाजीर आशिल्ले शेफ बाय रणजीत पांडे, बालाजी श्रीनिवासन, बाय सविता चव्हाण, आमचे आमीक बाय प्रीती मार्कीस, आनीक म्हजो होम मिनिस्टर ज्याच्या वाडदिवसाच्या निमित्तान आज हे आमचे होम मेकर्स ऑफ फातोर्डा आर रिलॉन्चिंग देअर ब्रँड कॉल्ड होमवर्क. सो पयले खातीर होमवर्क आज उशाचे वाडदिवसाच्या दिसाक रिलॉन्च करतात म्हणून तांकां सगळ्यांक देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. सगळे तुमकां जे आज आयले तांकां. आतां हांव राजकारणी, बरोबर I don't know much about food, and I am a guy who cooks a different type of a soup, not this type what we eat and what is our culinary heritage. But we have a political heritage also in Goa, a heritage which we are not very proud of. Otherwise, we shouldn't be proud of. गोंयांत खंयचो मनीस खंयच्या पक्षान केन्ना आसतलो कितले दीस उरतलो, 5 वर्सांत तो ब्रँड तोच उरतलो काय आनी कितें जातलो हे कांय गॅरंटी ना. सो अशे जाग्यांतल्यान आमी येतात. बट एट द सेम टायम एज अ politician I need to speak like a politician. So we live in times when we are told that India is the fastest growing economy. We are growing at a pace which is faster than the rest of the whole world. Nowhere are we growing as fast as we are growing in India. That's what we are told. However, it is a fact. I was just checking some figures. Found out that working population in India is only 46%. Now, out of this 46%, 69% are male and 22% are female. So by and large, if you go to see that there is a huge gap of when it comes to employment for women, and 57% of India is self-employed. आमचो मुखेलमंत्री ह्या दिसांनी गोंयांत आमी सगळे आयकतात की गोंय स्वयंपूर्ण जावपाक जाय. स्वयंपूर्ण मिन्स कितें तें सेल्फ डिपेंडंट. सो हाचे खातीर ह्या 57% जे सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड आहा हांकां आपल्या पांयांचेर उबे रावपाक दवरप आनी अशें दवरप की तांणी आमचो जो एजेंडा आहा की गोंयकारपण हें फुडें व्हरप, हो म्हजो एक मुद्दो आसतालो. आनी उशान बी आपलो इतिहास दिलो इन दीस स्ट्रगल एंड शी गॉट इन अवर डॉटर. This was all at a time when I lost my first election. And I had lost my first election mainly because I didn't have women with me. But by the homemakers of my constituency did not support me. One is I am not that great with women. हांव मातसो भितालो की अशें कोण लागीं गेलो जाल्यार लायन मारता म्हणत आनी ताजे बरोबर पयसूच रावता. पयस मातसो चड रावलो की लास्टाक हांव पडलो. पडटकर मागीर बायलां कडेन वचपाक कोण वतलो. आतां पयलीं काय पडला हें ऑलरेडी भिता म्हणटकर उशा फुडें वचपाक लागलें. फुडें वतना एक इकॉनॉमीक मॉडेल घेवन वचप. One day will come finally when everybody starts talking the same thing. You will have to have an economic policy by which your policy is liked by the other. America is like that. You will have to see and give the voter a deal which is better than the rest. So that way we started going to the people. She started going to women, trying to organize them by training them and giving them skills. And one of which we felt was, if we as Goans are going to keep our heritage alive, then we need to, culinary heritage has to be preserved, promoted and protected. So for that, what is it? Masalas are a symbol of that. How can you unite Goans? My family, Avai and Bapu, they were in Portugal. My father was a Portuguese civil servant at that time. But my mother was the only one who could do human So freedom fighters who were under house arrest. They were not in jail, many of them. At that time they were in house arrest. So they would come to my parents' house because human take करताले. नाल्लाची सोय तिच्याचकडे आशिल्ली आणि हुमण थंयच मेळटालें. At time, this is much before I was born also. Maybe 1960 चे पयलीं. So अशें सिच्युएशनान what can unite Goans? Only कोंकणी आनी शीत कडी. So ताजे खातीर हांव कोंकणी म्हणटालो उदक. Not only due respect to all the chefs who are here. Konkani because Konkani unites us. And masala because masala is the other thing that can unite us outside. Our Goan diaspora can unite with masala and with sheet kadi and Konkani. So this way I believe that our masalas show where we stand. Mrs. Chauhan made she showed us a new sort of a social engineering when it comes to her masalas. She says, Daivadne Brahman and Catholic. So we should grow more on that also. There are more communities with us. And these masalas which are coming are from each area of our constituency. The homemakers of each of these areas represent a very cosmopolitan background. Different communities, different castes. We are all united as Fatorda. So what they prepare in their homes is what we want to market. So हे जेन्ना आमी स्वयंपूर्ण म्हणटात ना म्हाका एक सरकाराचें हांव सदां क्रिटिसिजम करता. एक आमी सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुपांक सगळ्यांक मिड डे मील स्कीम दिली. In Goa there is this mid day meal scheme where students of schools were provided for food by self-help groups. But those self-help groups, when it comes to quality, they said no, you can't do it. It is now Akshay Patra. So when it comes to quality, self-help groups are out. But when it comes to number for the elections, you need the self-help groups. So we are not doing that. We are saying we will give you quality. We'll give you quality and we'll give you quality with a purpose. Masalas that are produced by them are not low quality, they are high quality. Maybe a little expensive also, but something which is genuine, which is authentic. And there is also another feeling that as our Mr. Pandey said, that brand Goa sells. If brand Goa sells, and if people come to Goa to also understand our culinary heritage, then there are weddings happening in Goa. There are so many events happening in Goa. You can't be expected to be coming to Goa and having butter chicken. You have to have goanchi shakuti. Many times they find it difficult to even pronounce that shakuti. Exkuti means. So eventually we will have to come to terms whether this brand Goa, the benefits of brand Goa are for whom? For the Goanese people or for our brothers and sisters from Gurgaon? This is a question. आज जे झाला नॉर्थ गोवान जे आमकां दिश्टी पडटा थंय गोंयकारांक सोदचो पडटा. आमी पयर झेवियर आमी एक आमचे दिपकाचे बर्थडेच्या मागीर एक कडेन गेल्ले थंय गोंयकारूच दिश्टी पडनासलो हुडकुपाक करून. सो अशी आमची परिस्थिती जाता. सो गोंयांत गोंयकार सोदचो पडटा ही परिस्थिती जाल्ली आसा. आनी मागीर गोंयांत जर येवन कोण लग्न करता वा काजार करता जाल्यार त्या काजराक जर गोंयचें जेवण ना आनी गोंयचें जेवण गोंयकारान केल्लें ना जाल्यार तें गोंयांत करप कित्याक? तें तूं गुडगांवच कर मरे लग्न. रेंव व्हर घाल आनी आर्टिफिशियल बीच कर आनी थंयच करतले दुबाय करतले भशेन. सो ताजे खातीर म्हाका एक दिसता की government has to enact laws which protect our culinary heritage, laws which protect and promote and preserve this culinary heritage, this effort of homemakers, and this is what we aspire to do. It's a movement. I'm not saying it's a political movement at the moment, but it is something which the government should take heed of. That today's need is you have to empower people. You have been unable to. You cannot give government employment. We are the highest overemployed government state in the country. So आनी जॉब दितले म्हणून तुज्यान सांगूंक जायना. जॉब दिवपाक सरकाराकडच्यान तांक ना, सरकाराकडे पयशे ना, 35,000 कोटीचे आमचो लोन जाल्लो आहा. So we are in a bad financial state. So what is the next field? Swayambur is a nice. ते आयकुपाक बरें दिसता, पण आयकून तशें जायना. You will have to protect. You will have to promote this Goan homemakers. And ताजे खातीर म्हाका दिसता की हो मसालो दर बरे क्वॉलिटीन तुमचे इनपुट्स घेवन बरो जर मार्केट जालो जाल्यार this thing can be taken as a movement, social business, which is a movement to empower the woman and empower those who have been, as at the moment, been historically unjustly treated by society. आज मेरेन बायलांचेर अन्याय जाल्लो आसा. When it comes to employment, I've given you figures which say that only 22% of the 46% of the employed people in our country are women. So 50% voting asa. My voting percentage almost 1:1 asa. But in job matter they are very low. So if they are trying to get themselves self-employed with a quality product, then I think everybody should go out of the way to endorse it, support it, and then also see to it that genuine and authentic masalas which our culinary heritage is promoting. So हे जावचे आणि हे जातले आयचे ह्या एफर्टान. फायनल एनालिसिस जी बाग पांडेन सांगला की 5 वर्सांत एवरी प्लेस इन इंडिया शूड हॅव इट. उशान ताजे पयलीं गियर घालें की आय एम गोइंग टू गो ग्लोबल म्हणून. आतां ग्लोबल आतां सोदचें पडटलें कशें तितले फास्ट ग्लोबल वचनाका. पयलीं तूं देशांत पळय आयचो टुरिजम गोंयांत चलता ते भशेन. आतां म्हाका बाय वालुशा म्हणटाले एक टायम आशिल्लो म्हणून की फ्लायटीन सगळे फॉरेनर आसताले. आतां फॉरेनर दिश्टीच पडना म्हणजे एक कोणी चुकून दिसता. सो अशी परिस्थिती आयिल्ली आहा की आवर टुरिजम इज ऑल्सो गेटिंग रिओरिएंटेड. There's a lot of money in India itself, but the Indians who come here should also know that when they come here, they have to learn to respect our customs, our traditions, and one of which is our food also. So I think in keeping with this sentiment, the social business that is sought to be restarted from today here needs to get all the support from खरे म्हळ्यार गोंयकार्स. आनी हे मेळटलो अशी हांव आस बाळगितां. म्हजी 2 उतरां आयकली आनी म्हाका हांगा आपयलो. देव बरें करूं.
Thank you, Vijay. Something very interesting that struck me as Vijay was speaking is, which I would like to just say to the experts in this field who are present over here. So today in Goa, we're talking about a lot of vegan food all over the world. And it's a big hype about vegan food today. But you know, something that occurred to me just now is Goan vegetarian food, or what is cooked in the homes of Goan, is by default vegan. If you see, we do not use milk or milk products in our vegetarian food. It's all based, it's coconut based, and it's even our sweet dishes like mangade, karna, amche tosori, donas, whatever you call it. This is all vegan. And I don't think if any vegan comes to our homes, we really have to wreck our head of what shall we serve. You know, it's naturally vegan, and that's something I think. And the food is culture, and that becomes a tradition. And I think we need to keep our traditions alive through such efforts and such social enterprises. Today, ladies and gentlemen, आज आमचे मदीं आमची एक गोंयची धूव जिणे आमचे मदीं खूब आज आसा, and she's none other than Velusha D'Souza. Ma'am, we are proud of you that you're a daughter of the soil. She's Goa's first successful supermodel that made it straight from St. Xavier's Mapsa to being Shah Rukh Khan's leading lady in the movie Fan. After gaining critical acclaim and praises for her debut in 2020 with Apurva Lakhia's Crackdown Season 1 and 2, Valusha once again captured the hearts of the audience with her strong and powerful performance in Escape Life, for which she bagged the prestigious ITA Award, Indian Television Award, for Best Actress in a Web Series. Her well-edged character in Tanav solidified her position as director's delight and an actress par excellence. She has made a lasting impression with each of her characters with the intensity of her performances, and she is an OTT face that is highly sought after and the current crowd favorite which is showing no signs of stopping. Her film Everybody Loves Shorab Handa, that premiered at the recent Mami Film Festival in Mumbai, was applauded by all and highly appreciated and loved. With Abbas Mustan's Penthouse, Ruchi Narayan's Karma Calling, and Rajat Kapoor's directorial to be released next, Valusha is soaring new heights and making Goa proud. We are so proud of you, ma'am. On to you. Thank you so much. I think she'll be more impressive over here. Okay, something which I forgot. No, it's for you. I think in your hands we shall be launching a website of homeworks, so kindly do the needful.
मातशें इंग्लिशान उलयता beginning only तुका sorry म्हणटा just so that everybody here understands, and especially for the chefs. I have to say I had the pleasure of meeting Usha some time ago, and Vijay I've known for a while, but I've known Usha to be this woman of absolute passion when it comes to singing, when it comes to her art, or it comes to her cooking. I have not come across a woman who is so passionate. And that's the passion she throws into everything that she does, you know. And with this initiative of homework, I didn't think for a second that I needed you, Usha, to even justify that it's not anything got to do with politics. Because it comes through. It comes through in your passion, it comes through when you speak, it comes through when what you do it with all earnesty. And as far as approvals are concerned, I have had the masalas. Let me tell you, it's a 10 on 10. And yes, people do say zakuti, which is so annoying. It is shakuti. And it is one of the most popular dishes that we do have. And I pray that this goes global, not in 5 years or 2. I hope it goes global a lot faster, because we have Goans all over the world. And it's the easiest thing to carry with you when you're traveling. And you don't miss your Goan food, let me tell you, because I have used these masalas in my home and I continue to use them. I have people who come over, and of course I serve them my Goan food with a lot of pride, and I use homework masala for my shakuti. And it's loved by one and all. I had a friend who came home and said, you know, Valusha, if I thought this was my last day on earth, then the one dish I would want to eat would be shakuti. So it's a matter of a lot of pride. Besides the passion, and besides taking this passion and doing something with it, it's amazing. First of all, the stats of just 22% women that are employed is a shocking number. Now, if we were to talk about therefore only in Goa, I'm sure that number comes down dramatically and drastically, and that makes me sad, and that should make a lot of us sad as well. So this initiative that empowers women, giving quality products. Again, Usha spoke about women and domestic violence and the fact that they cannot, because they're not self-sufficient. So a lot of women who go through domestic violence are quiet about it because they're not financially stable. And this gives them that confidence to face those hurdles if they do face those hurdles. So there are so many layers to what you're doing, Usha, and I'm so proud that we're taking something that is authentically Goan, we are preserving this, we're introducing it to the world, and it's not just one cause. There is so much behind it, that you're actually taking care of. Employing women, empowering women, building passion among women, and it's amazing to see. And with the support of Vijay, I really hope that this goes global very quickly. If there's any support that you need from me, I am more than happy to lend that to Homework. And wishing all the women of Fatorda all the very best, and congratulations and a very happy birthday to you.
Homework, Goan Masale, made from the heart, made at home. Buy online, www.homeworkgoa.com.
Thank you, ma'am. We indeed feel very privileged today. Now I request Mrs. Usha Sardesai to kindly hand over a love of token to our dignitaries. Thank you, Usha. Now I request Mary Fernandez to kindly come up and propose a vote of thanks.